Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to show you how to add elements and customize your GoSaints portal. So for starters, let's just go ahead and go to the gosaints.org website. I'm going to let it load here, and then I'm going to go and pick one of these relevant portal pages that you have access to. So parents, would click on parents, students, faculty and staff, So for starters, we're just going to go ahead and log in. We see the default portal page for those who are not logged in. And we're just going to go ahead and log in right quick here. And now I am greeted with my very own personalized portal here. But as you can see, it's pretty bare and minimum, and essentially just replicating the exact same thing that the default portal is editing. So what we're going to do is we're going to add something called elements, which is what all of these things are. They are specific to each individual and can be added to display different kinds of information. For example, announcements, resources, my account, my groups, calendar, to name a few. Now this is a weather app that I have, or a weather element that I've added before, but I'm going to go ahead and delete it right quick by pressing this X, which if you hover over it just says delete. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this, and now I'm going to show you how to add that weather element back to your portal page if that's something that you would like. Or, for example, you could pick some other element. But how to do that? So first we're going to go down to this red bar down here where you see account. This is just showing who is currently logged in, your bookmarks to help you get around the site, and of course add elements and log off here. So we're going to go ahead and click on add elements, and we're going to go over here and we're going to see that there are various different things available for us to add here. And of course, as Final Site and St. Andrews get more and more elements, we'll be pushing them to the website for you to use. So I would be checking back on this every now and then to see if there's a new element that could maybe help improve the way that you are able to use the website and make things all around nicer for you. But for now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this weather element, we're going to drag and we're going to drop it. Now if you want it underneath an existing element, you're just going to drop it underneath. If you want it above, you're just going to go ahead and drop it above. But I want this underneath resources. So for now, I'm just going to click and drag it there. And I'm going to close this so I have a little bit more space to work with. And I'm going to go over to this weather element right now. So as you can see, this is the title right here. It says weather. You can actually customize these to say different things, if in case you have different weather elements for different areas. So it says you have not selected location. So in order to fix this and kind of edit the content inside an element, you're going to go to and click on the pencil setting that is right here. If you hover over it, it says edit settings. So we're going to click on this, and we're brought up with a little tab-like display here, which is how you edit the internal workings of the widget. Display is where you would change the title in case you wanted to have multiple things. So I'm going to name this weather SA for St. Andrews because I want this to be specific to the weather at St. Andrews. Now I'm also going to go and I'm going to change the temperature units to Celsius because of my Swedish heritage. I'm a little bit more familiar with Celsius, I'm not going to lie. So in order to edit this location, I'm just going to go ahead and click on this pencil mark again. I'm going to go ahead and type in Ridgeland, and then this arrow button. Now I see there's original Mississippi, which is the one that I want. South Carolina, Wisconsin, you get the picture. So I'm just going to click select. It'll pick it for me there, and I'm just going to click save. And now I have a 4-day weather forecast for the weather at St. Andrews, and we see this customized title page or title element that I have added. Now, just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to go ahead and add another weather element so I can see what the weather is like in Sweden. So I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop this underneath the existing element. I'm going to go ahead and click edit and go into display. I'm going to add Sweden to this. Actually, let's just do the customized element, which is SWE, the abbreviation for Sweden. I'm going to go to weather and change this again to Celsius, because why not? And let's search Umeå and see if that comes up. And indeed it did. So here's Umeå. So I'm just going to go ahead and select this, hit save, and with a little bit of loading, it might take a couple of seconds for the weather, for elements to load the relevant information, which it seems that this might be doing, as it's a very small town. But that is how, yeah, so the weather feed is currently unavailable. But whenever the feed is available, it would update that element for you automatically, and you would have the information displayed there. Of course, you can also delete elements. So if I, for example, didn't want to have the My Groups, I would just go and I could either hide it like this, or if it's an element that I've added, as you can see, all of these default elements are going to stay there permanently. But if it's an element that I've added, I can actually go and delete it by just clicking this red X, and that will ask me if I want to delete the element, and I can just say yes, okay. And once you delete an element, please note that it is impossible to get that exact same setting back, unless of course you go back and you add the element and redo all of the personalized settings that you did before. But like I said, you could have Gmail here, and of course you would just click this again and add your email address and your password, and you could see your Gmail accounts right here in case that's something that you want to do. If you want to delete it, just again press that X. So with that, that's kind of a brief tutorial on adding elements to your portal page. The same thing goes for parents and students, faculty and staff. That was just the portal that I just so happened to edit. They're all the same, and I ask that you check back with the elements page, because again, Final Site and St. Andrews will be adding more elements as coding progresses. So with that, thank you, and I'm hoping that you are enjoying the new site. Thanks.